Hello champions, we're gonna have a look at a brand new superstar. It is Mankind, Mr. Socko. He is a technician. We're gonna have the preview at 5-star bronze. Now, as usual, I don't get to keep him. He was only sent to me for this preview. So if we have a look at his coach ability, it's 9k, striker only, reduce the strength of opponents, multiply, protect, and power gem by 35%. So pretty useful for something like a feud, for example. He has links with the Rock and Sock connection. Bleed move do 15,000 more bleed damage. And the Attitude Era, which is gem do 10% more damage. No extra gear than his main one. The first moveset we're going to have a look at is a moveset that you can do starting at 2-star. It is the Mandible Claw, 12 MP green move. Finisher deals 79k damage and choose 4 column to make into botch gems and pin the opponent. The Running Knee Lift, 12 MP green move. Finisher deal 121,788 plus 18.3k bonus damage for every botch gems and pin the opponent. And the Tree of Wu double axe handle, 9 MP purple move, deal 33.4k damage and choose 4 gems to make into green gems. Looking at that, you pretty much have 2 options for trainers. You obviously want to have woods to get that purple going, but as a secondary trainer, you can either have a Reser, which is going to make you create more greens, or what I'll be doing using Sheamus, which will make your botch gems do a lot more damage, 35% more damage actually. I prefer Sheamus, sorry, for the simple reason that if you have an MP coach, whether it is NWO Hogan or in this case Triple H, you don't really need to create that many greens because those are choose. If they were random ones, I'd go with Reser over. But since they are choose, you can pick them. So it's not going to be that hard to get that green going if you pick them properly. You can more than likely make 3 matches with those 5. We also get the 5th thanks to Hogan. In this case, would be the same if you had Hall of Fame Scott Hall, but Hogan is much more common than Hall. Not that he's very common, but more common than Hall for sure. But even if you kept it at 4, 4 is more than enough to get what you need there. Even if you only have 2, well, that would make 6, which would give you 8. So it's already pretty good there. And chances are you probably have somewhere where there's 2 next to each other. So even at 4, I'm pretty sure it's very easy to fill those greens. So definitely like Sheamus more. But now, here's the kicker. What do you want to do? Now, the main issue I foresee with this, I haven't tried it yet, but the main issue I see with this is that you're using 2 finishers, which mean that you're at least probably going to go to turn 3, if not turn 4 to end this. Because turn 1, you want to get a purple. Once you get that purple, you choose those green. If you're lucky, your turn is not going to end. If it does, well, you're up to turn 3 by now. If it doesn't end, you want to get the first finisher, which is going to lay 4 column of botch gem. And then the following turn, you want to unleash the finisher, which is completely going to wreck the hell out of your opponent. Because if I just get a calculator here, we're going to do 4 columns. 4 columns, there's 7 gems per column. That means we're going to make 28 botch gems. Now that's 28 times 24, 797. That is 694,000 damage plus the 121, 788 damage of the finisher. That means if those 4 columns stay, which is pretty unlikely really, that would be 816,000 damage. That's a lot. Obviously, it's never going to be that because during the first finisher, he's going to destroy. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's still going to be a lot of them left by the time it happens. So we're going to go see. That's a lot of talking. Let's see some action. So we're going versus X-Pac. Forgot to show you the buffs that he has on. He basically has a strap, metal, the whole shebang. Right, so we do have our purple. We even have like pretty damn good first turn, really. That's like probably like I probably could have recorded this 20 times and not get that good of a first turn. So we can use that right away. So whatever I pick, I'm obviously going to be done with this turn. So we're just going to go with something like this. Now keep in mind that this went really well, so we're about one turn ahead of where we should be at this point. So now we're going to be using the finisher, which is going to make 4 column of botch. Now there's 2 ways to do this. You can use either those on rows to prevent him from kicking out, which at this point with that much HP, it's pretty unlikely he's going to kick out regardless. Or you could use it in rows that he's not gonna break those botch gems, so you can use them on the next turn instead. And that's what I'm gonna do right now. He's obviously gonna get rid of some of them, but not the majority of them, because he's gonna get out of it anyway. I mean, he's got 500k out. There's no way he's not kicking out of this. We did. Fortunately, he has his 3 moves ready, which means we're probably gonna lost a lot of the botch gems there. Good thing that the computer is really stupid when playing characters. Alright, so we're out. Still quite a few botch gem remaining, but we probably lost almost half of them. Still managed to get 427,000 damage out of that, losing about half of him. And he's obviously not getting out of that. So you see, this is really, really strong. And if you were not facing someone like X-Pac, I picked X-Pac on purpose because I know that he can get rid of a lot of them really fast. And even getting rid half of them, no challenge whatsoever. He got his ass kicked, couldn't kick out of that. All right, let's look at something else. All right, now we're going to have a look at a variation of what we just saw, which is going to be a 5-star move set with the 3 green moves. So it's going to be, again, the Mandible Claw, 12 MP green move finisher, deals 79k damage, choose 4 column to make into botch gems and pin the opponent. The running knee lift, 12 MP green move finisher, deal 121k plus 18k bonus damage for every botch gem and pin the opponent. And the double arm DDT, the 5-star move, 9 MP green move, deal 36.7k damage and make 7 botch gems into green gems. Trainers will be using is steel to start with more green. We're going to keep using Sheamus to have more botch damage. And we're going to have coaches both Triple H and NWO Hogan. Now, I'm never a big fan of 3 times the same color for moveset. Basically, because if you don't get green, you can't do anything. This should work pretty nicely. Although, I also don't feel it's like, because this, with a new move, it's going to help recycle. This is already so strong that I don't expect you're ever going to need to recycle, really. Because now what we're going to need to do is get a green match, which if we match 3, it's going to give us 5 with both coaches. And then we're going to be able to do the Mandible Claw to put those rows. And then we're going to be able to use the finisher to just do a shitload of damage with all those botch gems. And then we can use the move to recycle and get green again to get that going again. But I really don't expect we're ever going to need to, because I don't expect it to survive the knee lift. We're gonna see. We're gonna go against X-Pac again. Now to show you the buffs that I do have, because I forgot to do it the last time. We got 15% more health and gem do 15% more damage from the feud buff. We got the take 10% less damage from all color move with it, which is common always on. And we got the monthly buffs, which are the 15% more health, all move start with 2 more MP, and match give 1 more. So that's all we got. As far as what he got, he's got a lot of damage mitigation for gems, and he does extra gems. So yeah, we're doing about half the damage with our gem or so. All right, let's do this. So we do have green here. Move's gonna be ready next turn. We're gonna put the column. Again, I'm gonna put it where he's not gonna break as many of them. Because he's gonna get out of it for sure anyway. Most of them remained. And that's exactly what I was saying right now. There's no way he's going to survive this finisher. So I really don't need to recycle with that. So we're going to do that. And it's over. We just did 570,000. And not only did we do that many, and he has to kick from that insane number, but he has to kick from it using botch gems on the board, which is obviously not gonna mitigate all of it, but he's gonna be hitting quite a few of those, so it's gonna be even harder to get out of it. So this works, but it's totally not needed. Let's look at something else. Alright, let's have a look at a completely different moveset. Well, kinda completely different. It's gonna be a triple color. Typically, I don't like 3-color movesets, but this one looks like it might work, so we're gonna give it a shot. So it's gonna be the 2-Ended Bulldog. It is a 1 MP purple move, deal 2700 damage, and choose a 1/3 area to swap into yellow gems. The Mandible Claw, 12 MP green move. Finisher deals 79k damage and choose 4 column to make into bot gems and pin the opponent. And the Groin Kick, 4 MP yellow move, deal 34k damage and deal 86,000 bleed damage to your opponent for 2 turns. This is where the bacon of this moveset is going to come from. It is going to be an extremely damageable bleed move. So, trainers will be using for that Seth Rollins the Shield, because it's going to boost that to a 129,000 bleed damage per turn for 2 turns. That is 260,000 bleed damage in 2 turns. If you have Guersan, that's about 300k in 2 turns. I don't, so we're not going to be using her. The other trainer we'll be using is Rattlesnake Austin. This is Showboat Austin, and this is to have more yellows to begin the match, just so we can match that and get our yellow ready as soon as possible, and always have more on the board since we're going to start with more. I am going to be using double MP coaches in Rikishi and Hogan, just so I can match that 1/3. That means I'm going to get at minimum 4 of them, giving 6. So might be able to get the bleed move every single turn if we're lucky with the board. This could be really insane. The only purpose of the Mandible Claw here is to have access to a pin. Could have used the other also, the running knee lift. That it does a little more damage with 122k, but it boosts based on botch gems, which we're not going to have any on, so it kind of felt useless. I'd rather have the Mandible Claw, who's going to put 4 column of botch gems, which should make it even harder to get out of the pin. But I don't expect they're going to have any health left once we get to the pin anyway. So, let's see. We're going to go against X-Pac again. Right now we're missing 5. You don't really want to have too much of it, because if you get too much, you might actually end your turn and not be able to use it. So I'm gonna put it. Let's put it. Let's put it here. Didn't do too much. We can use the move now. And we're gonna start reloading it right away. So the move is already ready right now. That means we can put the bleed again. And we might be able to get it another time. Here. Yes, we can. But right now, this is just insane. He's got the bleed 3 times. So we just need a pin at this point. Which we don't have, unfortunately, though. So we're gonna have it next turn, though. Oh, but I did get a free turn, so we're not gonna put it another time. We're just gonna end this. Doesn't matter where I put it. He's got 3 bleeds on right now that do 130k each, so it's 390k per turn. This is pretty insane. Obviously, we got lucky in there. We normally would have 1 less bleed. This was pretty lucky with the 5 match I got. Still, really powerful bleed. Alright, let's see if we can figure something else. Alright, well, that pretty much covers it. I mean, there's not much else. I mean, obviously you can do some variations of what I saw, either moving one move around or moving some trainers or whatever, but you can figure that out pretty easily. I don't need to show you 30 versions of each and do an hour video. But yeah, the only other move we haven't seen is the reversal. Never really liked those kind of move. It is a 4 MP yellow move. It deals 10.7k damage. Kick out a pin and swap 3 random gems to yellow gems. Gem broken during kick out do not have any effect. Cannot kick out when in danger. So never really that much of a fan of those kind of move, but it's there if you want to use it. That is the 4-star move actually. So yeah, I mean, effective moveset starting at 3-star, even 2-star, you got an effective moveset. So, but I don't even think you can get him at 2-star or even 3-star. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Mankind. Pretty strong character. I'm not sure I'd make him like a top tier guy, because unless you're really lucky with the board and everything, you probably can't get a win on the 2nd turn. But you can definitely easily get a win on the 3rd turn. So yeah, very strong character. Well, thanks for watching, guys. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. If you have any questions, ask them. And if you like the video, leave a like and share. See you guys. Ciao.